What's up, folks? I'm coming out here to a place called Gaspee Point. Now, I've never actually come out here before, so this is kind of a first for me. Just doing a solo thing. I don't know if there's going to be anything paranormal out here. There's a lot of history, or at least a good chunk of history happened here. Technically, the technical first shot of the Revolutionary War, technically the war wasn't on, so, you know, it's a little bit of one of those preemptive strikes. It wasn't supposed to happen. I have to be a little bit quick, too, because this place, like, closes up at sunset, and the sun is already going down, so I'm trying to beat the sun once again. I'm not sure if there's going to be a whole lot. Oh, there's people out here, too. Okay, so I'll find a place on the beach. But, ooh, it's icy. I'll go over some of the history. I'll see if there's anything out here. I don't know. A ship got burned, so again, I'll go over more of that later. I'm gonna try and find a spot on this beach somewhere where I can do my thing. So, basically a British tax ship, back when this was still a colony, got burnt down by some of the locals because, you know, they were overtaxing us. So I figured I'd just check it out and see if, you know, maybe there's something here. Otherwise, I'll just show off some of Rhode Island's beauty and also its history. But I just had to set the old REM pod. Wow, the wind is just taking my hair all sorts of different places. I'm sorry if I look like a psycho this time. Ugh, gross. No fashion sense. I just set my little REM pod down. Again, I don't know if there's gonna be anything here. It'd be really cool if there was. But yeah, no, I just set my REM pod down on the sand to take some B-roll. And honestly, it kind of worked out. It's immaculate. No sand got stuck to it, but my hair is just bothering me. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me a second. The wind's going to do with it what it wants. That's fine. We are right on the water, so of course it's going to be windy. I hope it's not too windy for you guys. I know I've got the mic going and everything, so hopefully it's not like someone blowing in your ear. I do apologize. What was the whole Gaspee affair? Once upon a time, the United States were just 13 little colonies on the east coast of what would later become the United States of America. Great Britain, due to what is known as the French and Indian War, also probably, I think, a better, more, oh god, the hair is just getting worse, or the 7 Years' War between France and Great Britain, and of course their colonies, their allies, all that good stuff. Great Britain won, however, it kind of destroyed their coffers, and they thought, well, you know what, we helped protect the colonies, and a lot of that got spent protecting the colonies, so we're gonna tax the shit out of them. I think, in reality, I think it was only like 5-7% tax on a lot of different things. They had ships that would make sure people were, you know, had all the right taxes. You know, was this stamped and approved? Was this already taxed? If not, well, we're gonna tax you now. You know what? We'll throw in some fines too, because you know what? F you. But seriously though, we didn't like that. So there was this one ship, the Gaspee. It was actually pretty notorious. People did not like it, and it wasn't just doing your job, it was taking it to the next level. This man was looking for promotions. Actually, I think the captain did end up, this was afterwards, like way afterwards, but I think he did achieve like low-ranking admiral status. I could be wrong on that, but I know he had a really successful career. What ended up happening was a sloop called the Hannah had goaded them into a chase. Oh, let me get the sun out of your eyes. Had goaded the Gaspee into a chase. The Gaspee got caught on a sandbar out here. That's what the whole chase was about, to, you know, goad them in, trap them. They got stuck on the sandbar, and then locals from all over the area, like, they just met up in boats out in these waters, and they were like, all right, let's burn this. And they did. I had mentioned earlier, someone had brought a firearm to this little party. What ended up happening was he shot the captain. Again, there was not supposed to be any kind of gunfighting. There was not supposed to be any violence. It was just take them, burn the vessel, send them on their way. Instead, they shot the guy. He lived. Again, he lived. He went and had a successful career. They took him in, doctored him up, sent them to Newport, which back in those days probably would have taken a little bit longer than it would today. It was burned. Actually, the fires went down to the munition stores. I think it burned to the water line, and then that's where the munition stores were, and then it just blew up. But yeah, they got a whole posse together, and they're like, we're gonna burn a British ship. That's gonna be cool, and it was. We have a celebration about it every year, and it's basically, you know, we have an arts and crafts festival, we have a parade, we have I think it's like a little block party. It's a bunch of stuff. There's fireworks. I mean, come on, guys. This was great. We should have burnt more ships. I'm kidding. I'm gonna see if I can get anything out here. Again, nobody died, but there was, you know, just the sheer size. You know, it was a conflict that happened basically like just off this area. They got caught on the sandbar, so I think maybe it's like you guys can kind of see it. Maybe just due to the fact that there was a conflict and all that energy, maybe there's someone here still. And if that's the case, that would be awesome. If not, I'm just going to share a little bit of history and some B-roll with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy that. A little bit different, a little something different. I'm kind of getting some stuff, but I mean, it's so windy out right now that I can't really, like, it doesn't really make sense to try, if that makes sense. So I might come back another time, hopefully when it's, again, not so cold and windy. Something is definitely here. It can't really interact with the REM pod, but I'm getting a lot of stuff on the spirit box. It said something about hurting. I don't know if it was hurting me or hurting something else, but I was like, you're hurting? What are you? And then it came back with, yeah. I was like, you're gonna try and hurt me? I don't know. I got a whole lot of stuff after that, but I couldn't hear it because, again, it's windy out. Something else that's really cool about the whole Gaspee incident, nobody got caught. Like, no one got caught. There was one guy who tried to turn him in, but here's the thing. He was a slave, so they didn't take him seriously. I think there was a bounty of like 30 silver a head or something like that. It was insane. They were like, yo, we want these guys. Any information. And he's like, I can show you to everyone, because he took part. He took part. And, you know, they kind of made him. But, you know, he's just like, yo, I got all the information. And they said, nah, we don't believe you. You're just a slave. So that was kind of crazy. So there's a little fun tidbit for you right there. Another thing, they didn't really plant it over in Patuxent Village, although that was the closest spot to it. And I believe a lot of them hid out over there. But what they did do was they planted it over in Providence. There's like a bar. I think it's still operational. It's still up. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a pub. So I kind of want to check that out. If nothing else, but for pure history. I mean, it's got to have good food. I mean, beer is good, but I mean, it's got to have some good food. I mean, the history and the atmosphere has got to be great too. So probably check that out in my off time. That was actually, you know, the first shot of the revolution, you know, the first shot taken against the British from, you know, the colonial America. It doesn't really get talked about because it's not as epic as, say, the battles of Lexington and Concord. Also, it's Rhode Island. It's kind of a Passover state. We're the smallest state, and the only thing that we're number one in is our terrible roads. So, but that's you know what, it is what it is, guys. We've got some cool history, and it's getting darker, so I'm going to try and wrap this up real quick, because I don't want to get locked out. Kind of, it would suck to get locked down to the beach. I mean, if it wasn't so cold, I wouldn't care, but yeah. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of history. Definitely, if the Gaspee and more Revolutionary War stuff is something that you guys would be interested in, let me know. I would love to delve more into that as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell notification because that is a thing. And have a great one, guys. Love you.